In this session, we will discuss about how to handle list view long click events. Have you ever observed a contact application? If you observe contact application will display all list of contacts using a list view. Now, on that list view, if user clicks on any element, that will open one more screen which will contain the detailed information about that element. Whereas if you observe, if you long press on any item, let us say user has long pressed on this item, tell me what will happen when user long presses on any item on the list view. Your application will automatically display a pop-up window like this saying, do you want to make a call to this person, or do you want to send SMS to this person, or so and so, which looks like this. In this session, let us see how to handle long click events. That is, when user long presses on any item of the list view, how to handle such kind of event. In the last session, I have covered how to handle list view item clicks, that is normal clicks. In this session, let me show you how to handle list view long click events. In order to understand list view long click, listeners, let me open our previous application. Here if you observe, at line number 37, we are using set on item click listener to handle single clicks. Just like we have set on item click listener, there is one more method available for list view, that is set on item long click listener. The syntax will be almost similar to this method. Let me show you how it looks like. You have to come out of this list view set on item click listener, which is starting here and which is ending here. You have to come out of this method. You should never write a method within another method. Probably either you can write before this button click listener or at the end of this button click listener. Preferably, let me write the code here. We have to use list view variable dot set on item long click listener. You have to select that option from intelligence window. Now, if you observe carefully, that method expects on item long click listener. That method is expecting on item long click listener object as a parameter. Let me show you how to pass it. You have to type new. It is showing help also. You have to type on item long click listener. You don't have to type complete word. Just select from intelligence window. That's it. Just like on item click method has 4 parameters, that is parent, view, position and ID. Similarly, on item long click also has same number of parameters. The explanation is almost the same. Whatever I have explained here for position and ID, you can consider same explanation for this also. The only difference is when user simple clicks on the list view elements, this code will be triggered. When user long clicks on the list view elements, this code will be triggered. Now, whatever you want to do when user long clicks on the list view elements, you have to do within this curly braces. One more difference is there. For on item click, you don't have to return true or false. But for on item long click, the return type is boolean. You have to return either true or false. Let me explain what is this true or false. If you return true, then Android will understand that you have successfully handled long item click for this list view. If you return false, then Android operating system will understand that you have not handled successfully and control will automatically go to this method also. If you don't understand what exactly I am explaining, let me show you practical explanation. Now, let me print a toast message in on item long click. Everything will remain same. Just in place of item is clicked, I will type item is long clicked. That's it. Now let us see what will happen if I return false and what will happen if I return true. Generally, it is a good practice to return true because we are successfully handling that event. Never return false. Now let me run the application. Now let me enter some cities. Now first let me do a simple click on Delhi. It is calling on item click listener. Now let me long press on Washington. First control will go to on item long click listener, and based on the position we are getting the element from array list and we are printing that item is long clicked. After printing this, since you are returning false, operating system will understand that you have not handled that long click event successfully. So control will automatically redirect it to set on item click listener method also. So that means even this code will also be executed. Let us see this. Now I'll do a long click, long pressed, and Washington is clicked. Now let me return true. It should be small letter. Let me return true. Now only this code will be executed. I will run one more time. Let me enter some city names A, B, C, so and so. Now I will long click on city E. Observe, it is going to only one function. It is printing only long clicked. It is not printing is clicked. So I hope you understood how to handle long item clicks on list view elements. Apart from that, all these parameters and explanation will remain same. Now in this example there is a small problem. Let us say user has not entered any city. Still I click add city. Still it will add empty elements to list view. Now let us say I don't want to insert elements into array list, elements into list view if user has not entered anything in the edit text. Tell me how will you handle this? We know that when user clicks on the button, we will read the element from edit text box, and we are reading element from edit text box and we are passing to array list, and we are notifying array adapter. Before passing element to array list, first we have to check whether this is empty string or not. If it is empty string, we will not pass to array list. So that check we have to put in the button click listener. So let me go to button click listener. Before adding city name to array list, I will put a check. Tell me how will you put this check? For this you should know how to check if a string is empty string or not. The correct approach is if city dot equals, this is empty string. If city is equal to empty string, I will place a empty return statement from here which says once you read from edit text box, if it is empty, the control will go back from this place itself to Android operating system, which means whatever the statements you have placed here, these statements will not be executed. Let us check whether this logic will work or not. Let me enter some cities first. Now without entering anything, let me click button. Observe, it is not inserting. That means the control is returning from here itself. But there is a possibility that user will intentionally press space and click add city. In this case it is adding because we are checking only empty double quotation, but there is a possibility that user will enter space also. So in case if it is space, still we are inserting that element. How will you avoid such kind of events? Before checking if a string is empty string or not, first we have to remove all starting spaces and ending spaces where user has typed in the edit text box. Let us say user has typed space Noida space. So we should remove this space as well as we should remove starting space, and then we have to check whether it is empty string or not. Let me show you how to remove starting spaces and ending spaces from your string. It is very simple. After reading element from edit text, after converting into string, you should call dot trim method. Trim is a predefined method of string class which will remove starting space and a trailing space, that is ending space. After removing unwanted spaces, then we are checking if it is empty string or not. Now with this our logic should work correctly. Now let me run and see. Now I have entered 3 elements A, B, C. Now let me enter a space. Still it is not inserted. That means in this statement we are removing unwanted spaces. Now even if you enter some spaces and a D, again some spaces, that spaces will not be taken into consideration. Those starting spaces and ending spaces will be removed when we say trim. So let me click add city, only D will be added. You can observe those spaces are not coming here. When it is printing, those spaces are not coming here. So with this I hope you understood how to handle list view item clicks and list view item long clicks.